What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We're watching the brand new official trailer for Agatha All Along, debuting next month on Disney+. Yes, we will be watching the show, reacting to it. If you want to see the uncut reactions and watch along with us, you can do so on our Patreon. And if you want to get a little bit of a head start, you can go back and rewatch WandaVision with us as well. We have those reactions on there also. And obviously we'll be doing other things in the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward as well. And there's a whole plethora of stuff you can watch dating all the way back to 2021 when Phase 4 started. So it's not like you don't have anything to watch on Patreon with us, but also make sure you like, share, subscribe, check out everything else. We're watching a ton of movies and a ton of other shows, Cape Crusader, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all kinds of things. But we were not at D23, so we didn't get to see any of this Marvel Studios panel. We heard it was pretty fun, pretty cool. Lots of things that were expected to drop did drop, and this was one of them. So I'm excited to just see more of what this show has to offer.
Yeah, more spooky stuff, please. I think we just need all the spooky stuff from Marvel.
Absolutely.
Looks fun.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm extremely excited about this TV show. Yeah, it looks really good, and it has the potential to be really, really good because it's Catherine Hahn, and that cast is insane. So
Come on.
Come on.
right.
Stacked cast.
Here we go.
Agatha. Who's been messing up everything?
Oh my god.
The Scarlet Witch.
It's so funny.
No.
Man, this show was a banger.
What really happened to you?
Ooh,
I just
cool.
got it on 4K Blu-ray
Cool.
too.
Oh, nice. You got the Steelbook? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
She took every little bit of power I had.
Nice.
I'm assembling a coven. We gotta get back on top.
A
I'm
rabbit.
gonna walk the road. Join me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, nice. I guess they performed this live on stage
The
yesterday.
Witch's Road will give you the thing you want most. If you make it to the end. The
Oh.
road is a death wish.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Give me all the spookies. Whoa.
You guys were having a party.
Hey, okay.
Hey.
What's up?
Shall we?
So she's a zombies.
It will test us.
Zombie wa witch. Whoa.
Hey.
The witch of the
I don't
West.
even know what we're up against.
Oh, that's scary. Holy crap.
How do we pass this trial without any power?
Oh, interesting.
Like witches have been doing for centuries.
Suck the life of our
What
children.
happens next?
Harkness
These
takes
witches
hold.
to get me to the end.
Oh, she's gonna betray them.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Bodies are really piling up.
Oh yeah. She's the villain for sure.
Why do you let them believe those things about you?
Because the truth is too awful.
I want my prize!
Let's go. Come on.
Nice.
Yes. Whoa, okay.
Last one there is a nice person.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
2-episode premiere.
Wow.
Nice.
That looks really
Yeah.
good.
I know.
Witches be crazy. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
all about the spooky vibes, and
Yeah.
It's like you guys were saying. You know, I think Marvel Studios has plenty of characters and properties within their universe that you can very easily slant them towards the horror, Halloween, you know, type of genre. So I'm glad that they're doing it because I've been waiting for something like this, whether or not I've expressed it before. And I feel like the closest thing we ever got to it previously was when DC was hyping up or the Justice League Dark universe, and it never came to fruition. So once they started doing things like Werewolf by Night and, you know, Moon Knight and things like that, that were a little bit more supernatural, a little bit more leaning towards horror, I really have been kind of waiting for one of these comic book universes to fully embrace it. So WandaVision was like a little bit of that, and I liked seeing the early beginnings of that, especially in those first few episodes. So I just really hope that it fully commits to that, especially now with them tiptoeing into the rated R universe with Deadpool and Wolverine. We're now starting to stretch what we can do with the Marvel universe in terms of its tone and just kind of embracing more flavor into the universe, I think is definitely welcome by me. So
How great would it be if Agatha Harkness ended up being a character in the like Midnight Suns or like whatever the team up, the Legion of Monsters with like Blade and Moon Knight and Werewolf by Night and Man Thing, and then Agatha. If like Agatha represented the witch side of the sort of horror genre or genres, that'd be really fun. This show just looks like a spooky good time, the perfect sort of show to watch. It is probably going to be family friendly, which is fine, but it looks like it has a little bit of an adult edge to it, because of the fact that the characters are women makes me think of stuff like The Craft or,
Practical Magic.
Hocus Pocus for sure, Practical Magic, those sorts of like classic movies where, women got to be witches, you know what I'm saying? They got to do some witchy shit and witch it up. And this looks like the perfect kind of show to watch in the September, fall, October season. It's going to be really fun watching it with you guys. It has the potential, like I said, to be really, really good and really well acted and really, really well written and everything. But from the trailer so far, at the very least, we're getting a spooky good time show that I'm all about. And again, like Adam, like you're saying, if it pushes this overall franchise closer to like exploring different genres and doing more horror stuff, especially, good, go for it. Maybe Agatha could show up in a rated R Marvel horror movie thing at some point in the future. It would be dope because Catherine Hahn's fantastic, and this character was such like a wonderful surprise addition to the WandaVision stuff. So at the very least, it looks like a spooky good time, but it could also be really good.
I hate to drag another studio into a project like this, but because we're doing a villain story, I feel like this villain story is going to be done right. Unlike other studios who have tried to do villain stories and try to make us feel like we should like the villain and the villain does heroic things and the villain, some people, think he's a good guy. I hope they really stick to...
We're talking about a hierarchy of power here?
We're talking about a bunch of stuff, Adam. We're talking about a bunch of stuff.
Sony's Venom stuff. We could be talking about the movie Joker.
Guys, we're talking about a whole lot of stuff here. That's why I don't want to necessarily drag anybody, because there's been attempts to make villain-centric projects. But we'll drag everybody. All you motherfuckers are getting dragged today. And we obviously don't know how this is going to turn out. We haven't seen it yet, but I hope that they stick with keeping Agatha very villainous. Like that, let's get a straight villain origin story where obviously we're going to be a little sympathetic. She's going through things. Obviously we're going to be kind of rooting for her, but I don't want her to be any kind of nice person at the end of this, any kind of a person that I want to triumph in any
I want her to be a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah. Like let's have her. Let's end this series being scared of her and being like, oh shit, she's on the loose now. This is crazy. This is not going to end good for somebody who she's pointing at or focusing on or whatever, right? And so I want to make sure, and I want to finish this series being very much aware that Agatha is loose in the MCU and we don't know what she's going to come next and we don't know who she's going to go for. But when I see her either on the big screen or in another project, I want to be like, oh fuck, everybody's fucked. So that's what I want to see. Like that's essentially how I want to end this project. And if that doesn't happen, that's fine. But I feel like it could set the tone for villain-centric projects in the future as well. Yeah. Because I want Doom to be done justice. Not to take it back to good old Doom, but I want Doom to be done justice. And he is not a hero. He is not always a villain either. So I hope this kind of like sets the tone for something like that.
Yeah, I think the character that immediately comes to mind is like Loki. Loki was just pure villainous, and then they kind of made us fall in love with him. I love that about Loki, and I love the trajectory we saw that character go through and all the growth that he went through. But I would like another character that is beloved like Loki, but is just evil. Just horrendously
straight up
evil.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, like somebody like let's talk about the really, really charismatic Michael B. Jordan for a second. Took a villain who was doing heinous, villainous stuff But with that character's tragic backstory, we completely understood sort of where he was coming from, even if we didn't agree with his like methods, but we agreed with his goals. Catherine Hahn could do that. Catherine Hahn is such a charming actor that she could be having fun doing heinous, evil shit, and we could be like, "Oh man, but she's great though. I love her." Even if we know, you know what I mean. Even if we know that this character who is the bad guy. So I think this show this trailer rather, more than the last trailer, is actually kind of showing what you guys are talking about, where it's like she says, last one there's a good person, last one there's a nice person, or whatever she says. And the fact that she's maybe going to betray these witches. And then at one point in the trailer, somebody asks her, like, why lie? And she goes, because the truth is much worse. So you're like, some messed up stuff happened to her. And the fact that she woman villain and there's a whole coven of witches storytelling is where you can really get into some like important and impactful and societal stuff when you're talking about the roles of women and what women have to deal with and put up with, but it's also a place for you to cut loose. And so I think Catherine Hahn has the capability to like have us, like, we all love Killmonger, we love Tom Hiddleston's Loki, and even those characters could be seen as more heroic than who Agatha is. So that's when there's a nice person. I'm rooting for her, and I'm like, no, she's evil. Man, but I love her, and she's great in everything. And super excited about this show. I hope that it sneaks up on everybody's ass and just like it's like a banger show. Because it looks like it has that potential. And I'm agreeing with everything you guys are saying. It would be so cool if they're just like, she's not a good guy. We're leaning in like she's really, really, really going to be bad. So that'd be great.
Yeah, I agree. But of course, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you hope to get out of the show? And make sure you guys come back when we premiere the first 2 episodes when it drops in the middle of September. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Check out everything else that we're watching on the channel and on Patreon. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.